start the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
Hey everyone, I want to start this off the right way. I want to wish every single one of you a truly amazing Thanksgiving. Even if the gaming world seems like it's taking a little nap this week, and if we're being honest, everyone from executives down to the person who runs the social media accounts is probably already taken off for the holidays. This is the time of year where we are reminded what actually matters. For me, it's my wonderful wife, my family, my friends, and you, this community. The people who choose to spend some of their limited amount of free time listening to me rant on the internet. That means more than I could ever put into words. You give me the motivation every day to wake up and think, maybe one day I can make this my full-time life. And to be able to say that means the world, so thank you. But before we get into this, please hit the like button and the hype button as well. It really helps me to be able to stand up to the greedy corporations and the toxic fanboys. Now, with all that heart and gratitude out of the way, let's shift gears into something fun, something lighthearted, something where we can all sit back after stuffing ourselves with turkey and mashed potatoes and enjoy a little harmless entertainment. Because as wild, messy, and ridiculous as the gaming industry can be, there is one group that has consistently delivered content that keeps us laughing, even when nothing else is happening. They may not know they're doing it. They may think they're starring in a very serious mission to protect their favorite brand, but to the rest of us, they are the greatest entertainment factory to ever exist, the gaming fanboys. So today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I want to give them a moment of appreciation. They have made this year unforgettable in all the best unintended ways, and seriously, thank you for that. Let me start with an icon around here, Player Essence. This man has taken the art of reacting emotionally to criticism and elevated it into a professional sport. All someone has to say is the slightest suggestion of, hey, maybe you seem a little biased, and suddenly alarms are going off, energy levels through the roof, and we are witnessing a transformation as dramatic as any superhero origin story. And the best part is, he genuinely cares. He truly believes he's defending honor and justice in the land of Nintendo takes. Watching that level of passion, even when the topic is just a number on a sales chart or whether a review score is fair, it never fails to entertain. No script writer could design a better reoccurring character. For that, thank you. Next is my eternal rival himself, Nintendo Prime, or as I like to call him, Primey. You know, every great story needs a rival, someone who believes with their entire soul that Nintendo simply needs the right words of encouragement to achieve consumer perfection. He'll criticize Nintendo just long enough to act like a pick-me, but never so much that it threatens the possibility of maybe one day getting invited into their circle. It's like a dance, 2 steps of I'm disappointed, followed by a full choreographical performance of don't worry Nintendo, you're still amazing. I love it. Because a good rivalry makes the grind exciting, and Primey always brings that spark, so truly thank you, Primey. Whenever Nintendo needs a shield, you're right there polishing it. Now let's talk about Beatemups. He is proof that even the YouTubers who were once community favorites can deliver some of the most unforgettable moments of the year. Because when you hype up an entire fan base with hints of a big announcement that turns out to be absolutely nothing and a lie, well, that becomes legend. Before that, fanboys would shout at people like me saying, do your research. But once they fell for a rumor mill disaster of their own, well, suddenly the research standards softened a little. And I have to appreciate that kind of poetic irony, so thank you, Beatemups. Whether you meant to or not, you created a moment we will remember for years. Speaking of memories, we got none other than Switch Force, or as I like to call him, Princess Force. This is someone who has perfected the art of I'm totally here for the gamers, while sounding suspiciously like he's announcing a Nintendo brand partnership every time news drops. He'll get an early system delivered like a secret agent mission, unbox it while the rest of the world is still waking up, and the next minute, he's telling us everything is sunshine and perfection. You can practically hear the corporate optimism radiating out of his thumbnail. And hey, consistency is admirable. So thank you, Princess Force. You have done more for the Nintendo public relations than some actual employees probably have. And now we got Dreamcast Guy. Now here's a person with dedication. He can wake up, check gaming news, and within 5 minutes know exactly how to spin a situation into a dramatic console war headline. Xbox exists in a fragile universe where, according to him, at any moment it could crumble into dust, while PlayStation stands like a perfectly polished trophy untouched by time. His content output is relentless and passion no matter where you direct it, and he deserves applause for it. So thank you, Dreamcast Guy, for always keeping the war alive even when the companies themselves barely acknowledge it anymore. So let's continue our Thanksgiving celebration with a legend none other than Harmon Smith. This man might genuinely hold the world record for the most hours spent defending a corporation without a single form of compensation. There's no way he is doing this for a paycheck. There's no way he's doing it for the fame. He isn't even doing it for early review access. He does it because his heart says Nintendo deserves a knight in shining armor, and he never wavers. Even when the facts are stacked against him like a whole library of receipts, you could show him evidence the size of a mountain and he still responds with the conviction of someone who has never even heard of doubt. There is something almost poetic about it. So thank you, Harmon Smith. You are the purest fanboy any of us will ever witness. And before I give you the last fanboy, I want to give two honorable mentions, Levelhead and Switch Addiction. When I first started this channel, both of you were right there in the trenches of the Nintendo fanboy territory. But over time, I've had the honor and privilege of watching you evolve into true fans. Fans who can celebrate what they love while also holding the company accountable when they need to. That growth deserves recognition, so thank you both for being a part of this journey. And Levelhead, my friend, it might be time for another vacation, because every time you take a break and come back refreshed, rejuvenated, and recharged, you deliver some of the best content anyone could ask for. So rest up and then come back swinging like only you can. And finally, we've arrived at the newest character in this growing cinematic universe. We got Nukem Nintendo, or as I like to call him, Nuki, or as Harmon Smith Mini-Me. He burst onto the scene ready to battle anyone who dares suggest a different opinion. He jumped into the console war arm race like he was born for it, and in record time. Even Nintendo diehards look at him like, whoa, maybe it's time to tone it down a little. That is an achievement. His level of confidence is so strong that logic often just packs up and leaves the room. And that creates content gold, a fresh source of entertainment, a brand new character to follow as the saga continues. And honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing his journey. Every universe needs some chaos to keep it thrilling, so thank you, Nuki. The entertainment foundation is strong, and I hope it continues into the new year as long as he keeps things respectful enough to stay on the internet. As I wrap this up, I want to bring it back around to the reason I made this. Yes, today is a playful roast of fanboys we see online every day, but really, this is just about having fun, not taking life too seriously, laughing at the absurdity that comes with being passionate about something as goofy and wonderful as video games. These fanboys, whether they realize it or not, bring energy into a space that can sometimes feel repetitive. They give us something new to talk about when the news cycle is slow. They keep the ecosystem lively, dramatic, unpredictable, and honestly, sometimes we need that. So as I sit here thankful for my wife, my family, my friends, and all of you who show up and support me, I also, in the weirdest way possible, thankful for them too. Because without all this different passion colliding, gaming wouldn't be nearly as entertaining. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to the fanboys and thank you to my community. You make this worth doing. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy every second of your holiday. Rest up, because once the news returns, so do the rants. Cheers, and thank you for being here always. And that's it for the video. If you truly enjoyed it, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the hype button, share it around, and make sure you're subscribed. I post a long video every day, and I also go live Monday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific time, where I react to the saltiest fanboys around. And also, make sure you subscribe, because I'm really trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really need your help. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. It's only $1 a month. You'll get special badges, custom emotes, and of course your name shouted at the end of every video. And once that list gets too long, don't worry, I will turn it into a full-on credit roll so everybody gets their chance to shine. Also, don't forget to check out the merch if you want to rep the Vigilante Fire. And as always, until next time guys, stay vigilant. And now it's time to read off the members of the channel. We got Koros Objective, Maximilian Pegasus 88, Mad Fox 95, 4, Dr. Downvote, Oh Noah's Justin, Brian Payne, Andy Ritz, C-Stars Piplup, J Wesby 65, Geezer Noob, Dustin 360, That PlayStation Gamer, Stephen Rammy, Matthew Buckley, Johnny Bones Jones, The One and Only Groot, Female Goku, Kasaria, Vetful Zexel, General Raihahuka, CM, Eden Force, Pokeplay, Starlight Mirror, Crystal Woe, Phoenix Freestar, The More Incredible Grimlock, Ninja Pat 15, T-Man the Cool, Karia Lunar, Ronan Reef 90, Shadow Dragons, Brandon Alex, Mr. Krabs and Art, Back Edge, Nightfall Hero Academy, Vega Bar, GTF, Switch Addiction, and Kiwi Kato. Thank you so much for becoming part of the crew.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're